opportunity here. Great goal! He's got a brace.
Breathtaking, simply breathtaking. Riveting stuff from Nigeria.
An electrifying scene from a typical busy day at the once magnificent Abuja National Stadium that has hosted many international matches and events since it was commissioned in 2003 for the All-African Games. It is now a shadow of its old self owing to lack of maintenance, which has seen it depreciate heavily to the extent that rodents and reptiles have taken over the complex. This ugly development came to the fore when President Goodluck Jonathan paid a surprise visit to the Super Eagles during training before their 2013 African Cup of Nations qualifier against Liberia.
When I came into the Abuja Stadium, I was quite displeased with what I've seen, grasses, lack of maintenance.
Many expected prompt action to be taken after this wake-up call by the #1 citizen, but no action was taken until the media brought the sorry state of facility to public glare, showing the pitch overgrown with wide grass, looking like a grazing site. This may have prompted the minister's intervention as the venue wore a slightly improved look a few days later.
You can see now it's much better. The pitches had been cleared, all the weeds had been taken care of, and even the environment, they are being beautified. And this was what instructed a long time before now. It was just that some people didn't do what was expected of them, but we are dealing with that internally.
Despite the minister's action, the complex was formerly a beauty to behold, with its robust secular architecture, a tourist attraction to many who were visiting Abuja for the first time, is still a far cry from the past.
When we built the Abuja Stadium, that national stadium in Abuja, after it they gave the Baga was to maintain that stadium at 1.5 billion naira a year. To maintain that stadium, and the industry sponsor 1.5 billion naira was used to maintain the stadium. After 2 years, the contract finished with Julius Baga. The team was transferred to the National Sports Commission, then Ministry of Sport. In a year, they gave us 300 million to do the same thing plus 6 other stadia.
Government paid for 2 years and couldn't continue. Eventually, the company withdrew. Now, I'm talking about package A alone. Subsequently, the first appropriation for the maintenance of all the 6 stadia, including other centers, was 300 million. And this 300 million comes every month. That is not even enough to deliver a 33,000-liter diesel.
Perhaps this revelation accounts for the similar fate that has befallen other national monuments like the Liberty Stadium, now Obafemi Awolowo Stadium, Ibadan, and the National Stadium, Surulere, that has staged the All-African Games in 1973, African Cup of Nations, the FIFA Under-20 and Under-17 World Cups, among other international competitions. A visit leaves one in anger and astonishment, whether it is the same edifice that was touted as one of the best in the world.
I'm surprised. I've been waiting for an answer myself, so I wonder if I'll be able to provide the answer. My worry is that we have facilities that are not being taken care of. I met this national stadium, for instance, in good shape. Great football matches, great sporting events taking place here, but it's in a very sorry state now. And perhaps only the authorities of the National Sports Commission will be able to explain why they let it go rot this way. I know this is a national edifice that should have been well maintained.
Not left out of this decay are other facilities, such as the terraces with the seat almost rotting away, the parking lot, all now transformed to meeting points for religious, social activities rather than sports for which they were built.
Nigerians like to copy the advanced and developed nations, but we don't have adequate planning. We put these infrastructures in place at the normal standard, but they are not planning for maintenance culture.
Sadly, this legacy may continue unless urgent steps are taken by the government to concession the stadiums to organize private sectors who will guarantee its sustained maintenance and lifespan.
Government cannot do it alone, so we will have to find a way, and that way is to encourage PPP. I have been on this because there is no other way.
As Nigerian sport continue a downward slide, it's timely that the president has appointed an interministerial committee to find a way to totally rehabilitate the once glittering 60,491 capacity stadium and others. No doubt, if stadiums are well maintained, athletes will have access to modern facilities, and the chances of doing well and returning Nigeria to a place of pride on the global stage will be enhanced. For the big story, Joey Hille reporting for Channels Television News.